Today I got started a little bit later than I would have liked to. I think it was just past 8 when I finally got moving and started filming. Normally, on a good day, that would be 6:30. I'd be up at the first alarm, not waiting for the second one, and off to it. And I kind of have an alarm strategy my girlfriend calls me out on, but it works. My first alarm is usually 6:30. It's very peaceful. I think it's like some steadily rising bird sounds, some nature, so it subtly comes in, and usually about halfway through, if it's, max volume, I'm up and I'm like, okay, it's time to get rolling, and I turn it off and get out of bed. But on the mornings I'm going slow. If I turn it off and I let myself lay there too long, whether I close my eyes or not, 5 minutes later, so usually at 6:35, all hell breaks loose, because it's the loud, obnoxious alarm. It's like bah, bah, screaming at me, and that's the all right, get up, buddy, it's time to go. So that's usually the strategy at 6:30. Now today was just past 8. Some of it we wanted to relax just a little bit before going to bed, but the eclipse yesterday, which was unbelievable, I'm glad I grabbed that shot. So if you didn't see yesterday's vlog, at the very end I was able to put in a shot I took on my iPhone at low exposure, and I kind of panned up in the video on it, and it was pretty astonishing. And of course it doesn't do a fraction of a justice as in person. If you search it up, there's some better photographers who went out there and captured it and did a pretty good job, where you can kind of see the scale of the sun a little bit better. But I mean, it was, when the moon covers the sun like that, it's, you can take off the glasses and just look directly at it, and it's just this unbelievable black orb with this white halo around it. And it's just, yeah, I've never seen anything like it. So if you guys got to experience that too, I hope some of you guys got to experience that too. So that was worth pushing the day back. And I came back and got the vlog up a little bit later, because we had spent a couple hours watching and waiting on the eclipse, but well worth it. So doing my best with a little later schedule today, and that's all good, because it's a back day, which has been one of my favorite muscle groups to train. So usually that falls on a Tuesday for me. So I look forward to Tuesdays, because I know I built a good connection with my back over the years. And I think really it was prioritizing, because when I first started training back, it was my least favorite muscle group, because I couldn't really see it when I trained it. When I was first training, being able to see the muscle working in the mirror was very helpful for me to build a better mind-muscle connection and perform the movements better. But with back, you don't really get a chance for any of that. So it's very challenging for me at first. So what helped to gain that connection and improve was just putting it in twice a week. For years at the beginning, I did back twice a week. I would do, I think, a standalone back day, or back and biceps, and then I would do back with maybe a little chest, or back with little shoulders, but hitting it in that second session, still did maybe 4 movements on their own, so predominantly a back day, and that helped. And then there's different variations of exercises, playing with different grip positions on the pull down, and doing some one arm pull downs would help me kind of isolate each lat and build that connection. So I'll still do those from time to time. And today's a good one, because going into the workout, once I'll do some pull-ups as a warm-up, but I believe the first main movement I have is an isolation movement with a cable pullover. So I'm focusing on getting a good stretch with my lats, squeezing hard, and controlling the motion with just shoulder movement, which is going to be controlled by my lat. So my arms are staying as straight as I can, or as fixed as they can be, and the only joint moving is going to be my shoulder, which is being pulled by my lats. So that'll be a good, it's a good way to start, especially if you have trouble feeling your lats. Do something to isolate them before doing your heavy movement. Again, you may not pull as much weight, but more of that weight may be controlled by the muscle you're trying to train. So that's the method for today. So enough of the talking. I'm gonna finish this pre-workout, get in that mode, and have a hell of a back day today. So let's get it. It's just a good all-around builder for the back. We talk about like rows for thickness, pull downs for width. I mean, this kind of works both because the primary muscle moving this is going to be my lat. So when I'm coming down, I'm trying to get a good stretch on it, keep a neutral spine, right? And then ideally make the lift a little safer. You know, it's going to work the center of my back and traps, you know, as I bring my arms out and around and squeeze. But at the same time, because of the angle and the way it's pulling down, it's also going to put a nice stretch on my lats, so I'm also getting that benefit of building some width, you know, as I stretch my lats. Kind of how I like to throw them in at the end of back day. I usually pick two motions. One, a variation of a reverse fly. Maybe difficult to say at times, but definitely feels good on the delts. So with that, I'm going a little bit lighter, just because it's in a position where I don't have a whole lot of leverage with it. I'm you know, just swinging back. I can involve a little bit of trap when I get all the way back, and I like to do that because I feel the burn more. Of course, a little bit in my trap at the top, you know, when you see me squeezing all the way back like that. But it really ignites my rear delt too. And then from there, I'll go into either an upright row at times, maybe a cable high row, or today like a face pull, which is kind of similar to a cable high row, just a little bit different grip with my hands on the rope. But that one, again, just really pinching back, squeezing, allowing my traps to activate a little bit, but in the process, really obliterating my rear delt, which is what I want to end with today. So a few more sets of these, and then I'll probably see you guys in the posing room next.